All right. Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Facts. I'm your host, Drizzle. Today we are here at the Control the Flight 1 year anniversary with my dog, Jaron Jones, the creator of Wild Things brand. How you doing?
My guy, I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
So, is the anniversary since the first time y'all done this event, or is this the first time y'all ever done this event?
Well, yeah, it's the first time that we've done like the Control the Flight anniversary event. So this is 1 year in the Julietta Market. Started out last year as like just a Wild Things pop up, and then me and a couple friends got together and said we wanted to stay a year in here. Made Control the Flight, and we have three brands all under one umbrella.
Okay. So what exactly is Control the Flight? How did y'all link up?
So like JLE, Kern, my homies in Atlanta, Jazz, Javar, those guys. So I mean, Control the Flight is basically what it means. You know, we control the flight of our own destiny. You know, it's floors and levels to every step that we're trying to get to every goal we're trying to get to. So why not control the flight? You know what I mean? So again, it's a group of friends, and we just doing everything that we love, from clothes to basketball to yourself. You know, you could be in this group too. You control the flight of your own destiny with this pod. You know what I mean? We're just creating your own way.
Okay. Now, this event, who all's gonna be here? Because on the flyer it was multiple.
Yeah. So we're gonna have first shift, Jeff. He's out of Louisville. And then we have DJ Always.
Okay.
And then we have Self. Self is from Lexington. DJ Always is from Lexington, but you know, DJ Always spends a lot of time in Louisville now. Mm-hmm. So just wanted to create, and we want to create with as many people as we can, like as many brands, no matter what you do. We just want to have a big community of people doing what they love.
Okay. Now what's been going on with Wild Things, bro? Last time we linked up, we was down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we back at the crib.
Yeah.
Your crib, not my crib. Your crib. Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Talk about what's been going on with the brand since then.
So since then, I think I was down in Atlanta. I was still working for the little basketball company on the side. We not going to plug them. Yeah, we don't fuck with them. But I was down there, like we was just kicking it, and then it started to grow. You know, Wild Things started to grow. We got into DTLR, 60 plus stores. That's a chain of, it's kind of like Foot Locker, Foot Action. DTLR used to be really, really big back in the day. They still got a lot of plug in the black community. And they do a lot in the black community. So they reached out to us, inked a deal with them. Last year, we was in 60 plus stores, sold out. So that was a great look.
Okay. Now, I saw a picture a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
First time seeing it. I saw Trey Songz was wearing Wild Things.
No, for sure.
How did that come about?
So my business manager, Javar, he's really cool with Trey Songz. It's like his brother. So he's plugging me, putting me in the right doors, meeting the right people. Trey, had a conversation with Trey, man. He said he loved the brand. Want me wait?
No, you good.
Okay. Yeah, he said he loved the brand. He said, like, everybody in this world is a wild thing. You know what I'm saying? So it was really, really dope to hear that and have him in our product.
Okay, now that's a good look. When I seen it, I was like, that looked familiar. And I clicked on it. I was like, okay, so it is Wild Thing. I mean, because it does have a unique look to it. Like, you can kind of spot it. Like, you can kind of see the separation between your brand and other brands. Well, what else has been going on since you came back to Lexington?
So right now the main focus is on getting like maybe I want 5 flagships. You know what I'm saying? Stores, one here, one in Atlanta, one in LA, one in Tokyo, and then one in New York. So that's the long-term goal. I know they say, you know, storefronts is dead, but I don't feel like that. If you create an environment, create a community, you can last forever. You know what I mean? So the goal is to do that and put more focus on, I guess, just being more consistent with Wild Things, more every single month dropping something or doing an event and just showing my brand message more. Because I really don't think people understand or get what Wild Things is, but it has a whole story behind it, which I told you last time, like the backstory and everything. So we don't really got to go into that, but that's the mission now, is the really get that message out there so people can identify with the brand.
Okay. Now you said Tokyo. What's
Yeah.
Have you been to
Well,
Japan?
my home girl, she's over there.
Okay.
So we were in dry comfort goods in Tokyo. I don't think too many people know that, but we was in it's like a mini like boutique.
Okay.
And we sold out. We sold out within the first month over there. But then COVID hit. COVID hit, so we didn't do another deal with them.
Okay.
So that was unfortunate. But we was going like do some major things in Tokyo, but COVID hit. I mean, COVID's still bad, so we just haven't found that place to make that side of the brand go. It's actually called Wild Ones over in Tokyo.
Okay.
So we have Wild Things US and then Wild Ones JP Japan.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that in the future. We definitely gonna make that happen.
Okay. Now you brought up COVID, and that's obviously one of the challenges right there. But what are some of the other challenges that you had to battle with COVID and moving through this?
I'm not gonna lie, man. COVID was a blessing for me. You know, like I said, I was doing that job in Atlanta. I got fired due to COVID, but it
Caught
was
you stealing boxes on your day off.
nah. Long story short, he didn't want me doing wild things on the side.
Okay.
And it was a ultimatum of like either you do this or you do wild things.
Yeah.
And I pretty much said, "Fuck you, I'm doing wild things," and he didn't like that. It's not that I wasn't doing my job, but it was not my passion to make another man rich.
Yeah.
So got fired due to COVID, and that's when DTLR knocked on my door. You know, I didn't know what I was going to do, and that came through, and COVID's been a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I know that's not the case for a lot of people, and you know, mad respect for them. You know, mad respect for everybody that's out there struggling. It's not cool. So you kind of feel weird like celebrating your wins due to this time, but I can't say that it was a bad thing for me. I would say that delays with product, that's been a pain. You know, getting shipment on time, prices going up, prices going down, shipment prices are through the roof with DHL. Just minor things, trying to get your manufacturing on time.
Okay. Since we're still on COVID, I know you said that it kind of was like a blessing, but for a lot of people, it was for them because it kind of helped a lot of people realize I have no other option.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was a realization of it's time for me to just take that jump because I can't keep being, you know, in a position where I'm working for somebody else and I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to work. There might be a shutdown for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. I got to have a way to bring in income and revenue because the bill's going to continue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless if I'm working or not, bills going to happen every single month, every other week, whatever.
And not to cut you off, but I really believe that everybody should have that COVID pandemic mindset of I got to create outside of what I'm doing. There's nothing wrong with the job. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with a 9-to-5, but you also have to, you got to create a legacy for your family. You got to create outside of just who you are and your comfortability. I think that you really, if you have kids, you got to leave them something. I'm a firm believer in that. And like you said, man, it's uncertain. Every time you step in that job, you could be replaced.
Yeah.
You know, if you die, like they say, they'll have somebody in there the very next week to replace you. So that's always been my mindset. I'd rather struggle with what my company, what I'm doing, than go work for somebody else and it'd be a headache. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But again, there's nothing wrong with a job. You got to have people to take that position, and it's not a belittling position because I know on Twitter and Instagram, you know, you're seeing these success stories and these rapid, you know, people talking about this and that, and it's easier to get to success and everything. Like, shit, I have headaches every single day.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, again, if you want to work that and go that route, you can. But it's important to build outside of that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I feel like I said, a lot of people were in a tough position where they lost their jobs to COVID.
Yeah.
All their jobs were on standstill because of COVID. And it was like, damn, I got to figure something out. And now the employers are looking for workers, and
they can't find them.
They can't find them because a lot of people started finding ways to make money, whether it was crypto trading, forex trading, stocks, NFTs, like creating your own business, starting your own service, like doing whatever you had to do
to survive.
To survive. And people realize I can make the same or more money working for myself, working on my own time, than I can having to do a 9 to 5 or whatever 5 days a week. Like, because, so why would I go back to that?
What was the average? What was the average minimum wage?
I think it was like $7.25 or something.
$7.25. Come on.
Yeah.
Now you see the average minimum wage. People like, I'll give you $15, $20 plus benefits.
Yeah.
Like you should have been doing that.
Yeah, you should.
But people are finding ways to make $100 an hour.
Yeah.
$50 an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's another thing. Like a lot of people were getting jobs and staying with jobs just for like the benefits.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it. Benefits are a great thing to have, but I don't think people know that you can go and get your own benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Might be through a different service, a different company, but you don't have to have a job to have benefits. Like you can go actually and go get the benefits and build your own plan with different people and different shit like that.
Building your portfolio stock with stock. Well, like with stocks.
Yeah.
Build your portfolio. Put money into that. Put money. That could be your retirement. Whatever you need to do to shift your money and make your money work for you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really learning.
I had a conversation with this guy, and he's lived in China, he's lived in India, he's lived in Africa. Like him and his family have lived in multiple countries.
Yeah.
And he was talking about in America, it's the only place that has taxes.
Yeah.
And he was like, but they also have, the 401k and all that good stuff, security, Social Security, all that stuff, so that when you retire, whatever. He was like, in other countries like India, you don't get taxed, and there is no like 401k. There is none of that. Like it's your job to save your own money.
Mm-hmm.
So where like here, let's say you're going to get paid $25 an hour, 40 hours a week.
Mm-hmm.
Every week you get $1,000. That's $1,000.
Yeah.
For 40 hours of work, $25 an hour. That's $1,000.
Yeah.
Here you get taxed. So you're only going to get $850, $830. Depending on what your tax is, you might get $780, whatever. You're not going to get that $1,000.
Yeah.
Places like India, you're gonna get that $1,000.
Yeah.
Now it's up to you
to
do your job,
right.
to spend your money and put your money up, whether you want to invest or whatever. But it's your job to set yourself up for retirement.
Yeah.
You're gonna whatever you work, whatever you earn over there, you're gonna get that.
Yeah.
Then it's your responsibility. Whereas over here, they're like, nah, we need our cut.
Yeah.
We need our cut. So it's a little different.
But all that's like it's scamish.
Yeah.
You scam likely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
If we want to be for real about it, we want to go into governments and all that politics, man. Like, I really don't be trying to get into that because it's like, what can you say? It's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You
really
gotta
play the game.
Gotta control your own destiny.
Yeah, you gotta play the
game. Like, and what's the price of freedom? Priceless.
Yeah.
It's priceless.
Yeah.
So why do we put a dollar amount on that?
That's
like
true.
With jobs.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. So like we talking about people having to. It's almost like it's like a mentality thing. Like a lot of stuff is mental. Like people say taking a cold shower, like that's just mental. Like certain small shit like that. I was watching this dude. He was talking to this girl and this guy, and he was like, "How excited would you be if I gave you $10 million?" They was like, "Shit, I'd be ecstatic. I'd be the happiest person on the planet, happiest person in the world." And he was like, "Okay, like $10 million would make you beyond happy." And I was like, "Yes." He was like, "Okay, so what if I gave you $10 million, but you can't wake up tomorrow? Would you still take that $10 million?"
What'd she say?
No. And he was like, "So how come when you wake up you're not that happy? If $10 million would make you the happiest person in the world, but you wouldn't trade your life for it, how come you don't value life like that?" You see what I'm saying?
That's a great point.
And when he said it to her, they was like, damn. I guess you're right. You know,
Nah.
he was like, you know, a lot of times we get caught up in, you know, what we have, what we don't have, you know what I'm saying, what we can, what we can't do. He was like, but you're living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he was like you're living. Like you value at minimally you value your life worth $10 million, and you would not trade $10 million for your life.
Yeah. And another thing, like you living.
Yeah.
So every day you have opportunity. You know, like I don't think the average person. Nah, I'm not gonna say the average person. I'm gonna say I think people need to be more arrogant about them.
Yeah.
We kind of, the most successful people in this world are very arrogant about their craft. You get what I'm saying? And we shun that in America, like, oh, you shouldn't be arrogant and things like that. But you almost have to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could be confident, but somebody can attack your confidence. But if you arrogant about your craft, it's almost like can't nobody really get into that space with you.
Yeah.
And create doubt for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? LeBron's arrogant whether anybody wants to believe it or not.
Yeah.
You say he's the most humble. No, he's not.
Not at all.
He's not.
Not at all.
If he get on the court, if you get on the court with him, he gonna show you and probably talk to you crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So that's where the arrogance comes in, is because it's like I work too hard to be humble about my process through life. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's better than anybody, but there's some people are just that damn good at what they do.
Yeah.
And you can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
So with hard work, with dedication, pure focus, I believe you can get anything you want out of life. But a lot of us are not very confident and not arrogant in our process. And I truly believe you have to be that way. And you really can't hear any noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you tune out. What was it was a Beats commercial where they put on the headphones and they tune out the noise. You know what I'm saying? And it's just.
Yeah. There's a lot of confident people.
I don't hear none of that.
Nah,
I don't hear none of that. I know he's struggling right now, but that's my favorite player is Russ.
Yeah.
Like that's he's been my favorite player probably since his second year in the league. I was like, yo, this dude's a nut. Mm-hmm. But I'm a fan of that. Like I like that. You know, regardless of how bad man, he's gonna be the same person from the first second off the clock to the last second off the clock. He is the same guy. And to his fault, that's just who he is. Mm-hmm. Like I've as a fan, I've accepted that. I'm like, look, he played bad tonight. Fuck it.
But you have to. But nobody else has to accept it.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
he is who
he's
he
accepted it.
He is who he is.
Like,
but I think that's what helps him be the type of player that he is. I mean, he's not as skilled as probably over 50% of the players in the league. Like skill wise, like he's a freak athlete.
Yeah.
He plays hard. Mm-hmm. His IQ ain't the best. Mm-hmm. But he does everything at 100 miles per hour. It's almost like you play basketball. Your coach tell you, look, you make a mistake, don't half-ass it.
Yeah.
If you make a mistake, you make it 100% because if you half-ass it, it's going to be worse.
Yeah.
So if he's making a mistake, he's going to do it at 100 miles per hour because I made a mistake already. So fuck it. I might as well just keep on going.
But his strong point is, again, his arrogance in himself. Like, look at the amount of people talking about what he's doing and what he's not doing.
Oh, yeah, they piling on. They
killing him.
They killing him.
They killing him. But I always put it in perspective like this. I know people get mad at me for doing that. I'm like, man, listen, you can't do his fucking job.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's a shit ton of people that can't do his job. So I don't even try to. You know, sometimes we could be judgmental about certain things that in certain people's profession because it's in the limelight, it's in front of us. But I try my hardest not to do that because that job is hard, bro. Like that's a tough job.
Yeah.
I was a professional basketball player overseas.
Yeah.
That's a tough job to have 60 million people
On your
looking
neck.
at you
every day.
every
game.
day. Now imagine that. Now take the average person or the beyond average person or the below average person and go look at their job and then say 60 million people are watching you do your job.
Watching you cash this person out. Watching you count the money.
Don't mess up.
Don't you get that? Get
One
don't you
mess
leave a penny?
up.
Yeah.
I'm chewing your ass up.
Oh, this nigga can't count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn, bro. I got
Now,
an extra dollar. My bad.
Now, self-consciously, the average person or the person that doesn't believe in themselves, that
doubt.
one thing could fuck they count up every single time to where they know they could count. But with these 60 million people, they fumbling and all that. That's just how the mind works.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, man, you gotta be arrogant about you.
Facts.
And I'm not telling you be an asshole.
Yeah.
We have associated.
It's a thin line. It's a thin line between confidence, cocky, arrogance, and asshole. It's all right there in the same.
It's all in the same.
Yeah.
It's just how you deal with it.
Yeah.
Like Kanye. What would you call him?
I don't know, bruh. I wouldn't. I'm gonna say he's not an asshole. I'm gonna say he's not an asshole because I think he believes the stuff that he says that he does a lot more than he doesn't. And I feel like when you're an asshole, you kind of like go out your way to do shit on purpose. Mm-hmm. You don't really believe you're just doing it on purpose just to do it. I think he really believes this shit. I don't think he's doing it on purpose. I mean, it's intentional, but I don't think it's like without like a purpose to kind of like come off as an asshole. I would say he's arrogant. Yeah, he's definitely arrogant.
Are we made in the image of God?
Yeah.
So it's not that we are gods. We're made in his image. So I'm a strong believer when you look in the mirror, you got to see him in you.
Okay.
You got to see yourself in him.
Yeah.
So when we talking about the Bible, there's perspectives. People perceive things differently.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What they read. We all don't read something and receive it the same way. We can always put our little spin on it. So my spin is when people say you're made in the image of God, it's like when you look in the mirror, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he has the God complex, which it could, if you don't use that complex right, it could fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And plus the human experience is crazy.
That's a fact.
People can fuck you up.
That's a fact.
Things and situations, different traumas can fuck you up. So I don't, with him, he's one of my favorite artists of all time. It goes him and then of course like Chris Brown, you know.
Chris Brown.
Yeah,
I fuck with Chris. I just say I heard somebody say Chris is a number two.
Nah, for real. The reason I say Chris Brown is because look at his artistry.
Yeah, he's an artist, yeah.
Like look at his artistry.
Yeah.
Like look at like we looked at a stat yesterday, me and my wife. The top 10 most played artists of 2021. I think it was like music videos.
Yeah.
What is it called? Vivio?
Yeah, Vivo.
Vivo.
Yeah, Vivo, yeah.
All right. So we looked at Vivo, and he was number 4.
Yeah. That's breezy. He does.
With no pub, nothing, no real.
He does
major
numbers. He does numbers.
You know what I'm saying?
He does numbers.
Like that artistry is like, yeah, he's done some fucked up things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's owned them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a big person in owning your mistakes.
Yeah.
He's owned them.
Yeah.
And you could tell he's beat himself up about those mistakes.
Yeah.
That's one person that I would love to be in Wild Things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. But I look at those type of artists and be like, man, could I spend a day in their shoes? Fuck no.
It'd be tough.
With everybody on my ass about
tough.
everything. About everything, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Like another person, one of my favorite humans is never met him, would like to, for real.
Yeah.
Big influence. You know, since I was little, big influence. Just the way, like, he creates his whole process. You know what I'm saying? Those are the artists that I really like. Because through all the bullshit, man, they come with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say Kanye's Kanye.
Yeah. That's why I say I believe he's Kanye, bro.
I would say Chris Brown's Chris Brown.
Yeah.
That's what makes them, man. That the human experience.
Yeah.
We need to connect to that and understand we humans first.
Yeah. At the end of the day.
A lot of people got to connect to that.
Now, of course, it's you being in clothing and everything. How did the death of Virgil, like, how did that kind of, like, the death of Virgil, with Virgil passing away?
Virgil, to me, is like, everybody like Rick Owens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, that designer, and, you know, Virgil was that nigga to me. You know what I'm saying? No matter what people may say, his concepts, copies, everything's been recycled.
Yeah, for sure.
Over time, with this fashion shit and this dressing shit, man, people got to stop taking it so serious as far as, like, who's done this first and who's done that first.
Yeah.
I really believe people go back and recycle a lot of things.
Yeah.
So Virgil, to me, he showed the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, he showed us, like, Pyrex vision. Come on.
Okay. Yeah.
Turn that to off-white. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on. He was speaking to who he was.
Yeah.
He was speaking to us. He was speaking to, and for a black man to reach that goal of, you know, LV, Louis LV, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, like when AI came in with the cornrows.
Yeah.
And transitioned everything.
That's a hood legend.
And now Virgil's like that when Michael Jordan came.
Yeah.
Virgil's like that for, like, look what he did.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to follow his footsteps.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget. Either a lot of people didn't know, or a lot of people forgot that he did a lot of album covers.
Yeah,
for artists. Like, he did a lot of album covers.
He's part of the whole Ben Trill, all that shit. Like, you know, a lot of people didn't know that.
Covers. A lot of them.
Like, he's done a lot in this game. So you can't take that from him. So, like, what Virgil to me means to me is like everything. You know what I'm saying? His mode and what he's done is like, you can't even. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's opened so many doors.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, who was doing, go look at his runway shows. Go YouTube and look at how dope they are. Like, the artistry behind it.
Yeah.
The hip hop behind it. The hood behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Now, let's circle back real quick and get back to the brand. What is your, I don't want to say what is your goal, but like what do you have planned for 2022 as far as the brand, as far as releases and I guess the overall direction you want to take it in?
For 2022 for brand, for me, thinking bigger, better, global. Got some big companies that I'm talking to. So we just trying to focus on what's the right move for us. Again, I'm thinking global. You know, you can take over the world if you want to with the right tools, getting the right team behind you. More so getting my structure right and just put my team together to where it's running like a well-oiled machine.
Okay.
And everybody feels wild things. Everybody is connected to it.
Okay.
That's the plan in 2022. More collabs, and then we got a really, really big collab that we're working on.
Okay. Who all have you collabed with so far?
Just like DTLR, just like store collabs. That's it.
Okay.
You know,
I was thinking more so like with actual other brands.
Like I would like to collab with Under Armour, Puma, just those brands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Puma's doing a lot with black-owned brands, so that would really be dope.
Okay.
Life Water too. I wanna do something with Life Water.
Life Water. Okay.
Life Water makes some cool little bottles. I think
with the designs on the side and shit. Yeah, they do. Now, why Under Armour? I said, why Under Armour?
Oh,
The sports aspect.
Under Armour, I feel like they haven't tapped into that. Like, I would say they haven't tapped into like that streetwear.
Okay.
So I could see like it being really, really dope.
Okay.
Us just bridging that gap, doing a lot of dope shit with them.
Okay. Now, do you have any sports?
Yeah. I would like. We do have Wild Things Athletics that we work on, like, because I play basketball, so I would love to have like a Control the Flight tournament or something like that, or a Wild Things tournament. Like that would really be dope to me. And then using our aesthetic with colors and all that stuff.
And the Wild Things basketball.
Yeah, that's fire. Wild Things Athletics. So yeah, we dipping into that a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I think the Life Water one. I think that would be something that would be definitely unique. You know what I'm saying? Because Life Waters, they do have all the little designs and shit on their bottle. You know, it's on the thing. So when you got the bottle, it's kind of eye popping. You know what I'm saying? It's not just it's basic like the Smart Water. I mean, people know what Smart Water is. That's the one. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's like I really like what they do.
Yeah.
Life Water is really dope.
Yeah.
That's one of the brands I would, or shit, we'll make our own make our own water bottle or something.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
We if they don't want to let us in the door, we create our own door.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Else.
Good. But yeah, bro, you got any shout outs? I know the event's about to start.
Yeah.
So trying to get up out of here. You got any shout outs?
Just shout out to my whole team. Shout out to my wife, my baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Just shout out to everybody that supports us. I'm really, really big into that. And shout out Winburn, man. I really love where I'm from. It's a couple of those guys that I grew up with. They doing their thing too. And again, we're going to have Winburn Day. It'll be at the end of summer. That's going to be really big. That's going to be our second annual Winburn Day. So be on the lookout for that.
Okay. All right, shit. Like I said, bro, I appreciate it. I'm excited for the event. I'm excited to see everything that comes on. You know what I'm saying? I came to support. You know what
my guy.
I got the socks on, you feel me? But yeah, bro, I appreciate it. And like I said, this is Drizzle, my man Jaron Jones. Shout out to Wild Things, Control the Flight, and we out.
All right. Peace out, man.